Brawlerplex here. I've been playing the Deadly Tower of Monsters. I've already uploaded one or two videos, but I decided to do a little bit of commentary for this game before I actually start playing. I would do it throughout, but the game has lots of commentary and keeps interrupting me, so I figure you would really want to hear me fighting with the game's commentary. Either way, hope you enjoy.
So, do we get any backstory on Dick? Why'd he travel to Gravoria in the first place? Did he do any research before landing there? Did he have a specific mission in that region of space?
Patrick, if you keep getting bogged down by the details, how will you ever learn to just sit back and appreciate the work of art for what it is? Production tip, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how sunny it is, don't store your papier-mâché props outdoors. They will get rained on. It's the law in this town, like Occam's razor or Stockholm syndrome, or I forget what it's called.
What in the cosmos? It's my co-pilot's body! I believe that I can repair him. Oh no! I am trapped!
Master Dick. Master Dick. Functions restored. Threat detected. Must eliminate.
Fun fact, we actually had an actor inside the robot suit moving him around. I bet you thought it was an actual robot, huh? That's how good he was. No rest breaks or anything. Hardest working actor I've ever met. What a trooper. It was a shame we couldn't afford to pay him. And of course, since he wasn't on the payroll, I couldn't officially add him to the credits. But still, what a trooper. Wish I had a dozen actors like him. The fearless sea monster, always patrolling the shore, eagerly awaiting for his next meal.
dangerous radiation detected.
No, we didn't use the same material for the toxic waste as we did the slimes. I mean, why fake something when you have the real deal available? We found a place where people were just dumping the stuff away for free. I was hoping the crew members handling it might get some cool superpowers from it, but no, nothing like that.
Alien slimes terminated. I will strike down upon you with great vengeance and furious anger.
Oh, Robot, you're all right! And you saved the day.
You're threat eliminated.
Looks like the Emperor's days are numbered. At long last, we have assembled our team.
A lot of reviewers and fans, too, always wondered why we shot so few scenes with all three heroes in it together. I mean, we did our best to explain it. Something about the sleep chambers or staying back to protect the ape village. Really, it was just logistics. Jonathan had bowling league on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Stacy had her karate Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Honestly, we almost never had all of them on the set at the same time. Our robot actor was in some religion that only allowed him to work on Sundays. I'm still a little skeptical about that one, though.
Sir, it's just a guy in a suit. Couldn't you have gotten just about anyone to stand in as the robot?
See? That's why you'd make a horrible director, Patrick. His touches were subtle, to say the least. But he really brought a lot of character to the robot role.
If he was so indispensable, how come you didn't list the actor in the credits?
Well, let's just say it was an oversight. But I've learned my lesson. I only made the mistake 6 more times throughout my career. These rickety old things, the higher up they went, the more they sounded like they were gonna fall apart. I'm amazed that no one ever got hurt, or worse, riding these things. Well, there was the actor we originally cast for Dick's role, but we don't talk about him. Really start to get a sense of how high up our heroes have been climbing here. Reminds me of how the crew always used to comment on how high everyone was. Those jokers, they'd even say it when we were filming the grounded scene. And they all giggled like school children whenever they mentioned it too. So I'd make sure to laugh even harder so they'd know I was in on the joke. Whatever it was.
Fight this beast here. I must make for higher ground. Back then, props, walls, you name it. Then you moved bits and pieces around and created whole new scenes. We were efficient. I adopted that technique to my wardrobe too.
If you mixed and matched sufficiently, you could get by for years on only a handful of shirts and underwear. I can never get enough of these free-falling shots. Something so invigorating and freeing about them. Like sticking your head out of the sunroof while driving on the freeway. I designed this creature to reflect the human condition. Always hungry, never satisfied. The bottomless pit of the beast's stomach. I don't know, you say stuff like that in interviews and your film always wins awards. Oh yeah, another sea monster shot. thought it was odd that a simple wooden cage would have such an elaborate high-tech lock. But hey, if a Gravorian ever traveled to Earth, I'm sure they'd think a lot of our stuff was weird too. I hear modern science fiction directors sometimes put the lens flare in on purpose. Why on earth? What's the next trend? Dead fly on the lens? Jeez. Watch. You won't believe me, but you just watch. It'll happen. Some big shot will do it for one scene, and the following year, everyone will be doing it.
Dr. Peculiar!
Yes, Your Eminence?
Release the Mechamelion!
But Your Eminence, the Mechamelion isn't ready.
What is the meaning of this? I thought he was completed!
Genius is never completed, Your Eminence. I was just preparing to install a chainsaw on his tail.
Enough! Your tinkering costs me precious gold and time! You do not have that luxury, Dr. Peculiar.
Yes, Your Eminence. Releasing the Mechamelion at once.
Ah, Ludwig. Yeah, good old Ludwig. We cast an actual doctor to play Dr. Peculiar. Never again. Oh my God, he was a cranky old coot. May he, rest in peace. The costumes, the script, the creature effects, you name it, he wouldn't stop criticizing everything. Well, in his defense, I think he did have some early signs of dementia or something. He was always getting lost on set, forgetting his lines, making up new ones. Yeah, it was cute. Midway through a scene, he'd just yell, "Where are my pills?" It was like a catchphrase. We almost left a few of them in. I have to say that the incredible job the animators did with the King Gorilla can only be outdone by their work in the Mechamelion. I'll leave further comments for later in the film, but this was truly an epic creation. Here we see our first glimpse of a technique I used throughout the movie. Want to make a big scary monster look even more menacing? Put it in a dome. Monster doesn't look scary enough already? Put it in a dome. Want the audience to know when a monster really means business? Put it in a dome. Saucers. Oh, these guys were just adorable. I was a huge fan of the old classic movie, The Flea from 1958. So I created this monster as sort of an homage in respect to that film. I have the darndest time with that word homage. Man, oh man, that whip. We probably should have invested in some training courses so the actors knew how to properly handle it, but Instead, we just let him flail it around wildly. You know that saying, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye? That's true. And that's the story of why the Emperor wears that metal monocle. Greg was a real trooper about it, though. Didn't even seem fazed that he'd have to wear an eye patch for the rest of his life. I think he went on to do some pirate-themed promotions at his used car lot once we wrapped up production.
You